Alright everybody, welcome back here to Logan High School for some Bear River baseball. Again, game 2 in this series. Bear River getting the win in game 1. Again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors who make this possible. We'll be thanking them throughout the broadcast.
Number 99, Kyle Truex.
Starting up for the Bears is going to be number 4, Wyatt Roll.
Batting 8, playing third base, number 22, Cooper Pond. And batting 9, playing left field.
On the mound for Logan is number 6. That's Max Smith. Again, in game 1 yesterday, they tried 4 pitchers on the mound, trying to get the bleeding to stop there at Bear River. So they took that game 20-1. Like I said, we'll have Lady Bear softball there on Friday as they have a big game over at Mountain Crest. That one will most likely determine who's going to win region. So batter up here at Logan High School. Like I said, we're going to start at number 4, Wyatt Roll.
Number 4, Wyatt Roll.
Batting average 493 coming into this one. So first pitch this afternoon, misses the zone for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Here comes another one to Wyatt. He sends this one out to right. And put out there and right for out number 1. So up next will be number 15, Parker Coombs.
Number 15, Parker Coombs.
Parker comes into this one with a batting average 302. Watches the first strike of the night go through. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. This one misses for a ball outside. Tying the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. This one too high for another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Coombs with 1 out, nobody on. Starting to sprinkle a little bit more here as there's a swing and a miss. Tying the count back up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one misses low. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's another one from Smith. This one head out to left field. And a sliding catch. Gets out number 2. Here for the Logan Grizzlies.
Now batting. First base, number 3.
So up next for the Bear River Bears, number 3 is Carson Day. Batting an average 387 coming in today. So with 2 outs, nobody on. Smith with a pitch. First one misses out of the zone for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch from Smith is hit on out to left. Hits the fence. And Carson Day is going to have a stand-up double. Here to start the Bears off in the top of the first. So now with a runner on second, 2 outs. Brings up number 2, Kelton Summers. Batting average at about 328. Max Smith still on the mound for the Grizzlies. Runner on second. This one's hit foul away. Out of play. It's 1-0-1 to Kelton. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Here from Smith. Another foul away. Got a piece of it. Kelton falls behind 0-2. They count with a runner on second. And at the plate, there's strike 3. Bears leave one hanging at the top of the first. When we come back, we'll have the bottom half for you. Still 0-0. We'll be right back.
The Pie Dump at Bar TL Catering is a proud sponsor of the Bear River Bears. Owners Mac and Cherie Munns have been in business for 35 years. They have a full breakfast menu, yummy options for lunch, as well as a student menu. Come taste deliciousness with the best donuts in town and their famous hot rolls and gravy. If you're new, they'll treat you to the Rip and Dip experience. Rent out the Pie Dump's back room for a work lunch or family dinner. They'll even cater. Call 435-257-3947 for more information today. Caldwell Banker has a team of dedicated professionals who handle the complex process and make sure things run smoothly. Save time and money with Caldwell Banker.
We'll go back to Logan High School. On the mound for today for the Bears is going to be number 19, Easton Lish. Again, we'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank our sponsors make this possible. If you picked up our schedules hanging around town at our sponsors, you can go ahead and throw them in the trash. We're going to change next week up as well. Green Canyon sitting in first place here in Region 12 baseball. We're going to have both of the games that are over at Green Canyon. We'll bring those both to you next week. We're getting closer and closer to state tournament time. Bears sitting in third place right now. Ridgeline beat Mountain Crest yesterday. So first up for the Logan Grizzlies is going to be the pitcher, number 6, Max Smith. The batting average of 182. First one low for a ball. Another one in there that misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to start this one off. Finds a zone in that one. There's 2 balls, 1 strike now. Easton Lish on the mound again for the Bears. This one shot out to center right. It's gonna hit the fence and bring it in, and there he's out at second. Not fast enough to beat the pit or the throw back in. So with nobody on bases still, there's 1 out here for Bear River, and up next will be number 7 for the Grizzlies. First one in there for a strike. Another first pitch strike here for Easton Lish. Shot over to roll. He scoops this one up and sends it over to first, and there's out number 2. Carson Day on first. Getting the out there. Up now for the Grizzlies. Number 34, Dakota Jensen. And the pitch from Easton Lish misses for a ball. This one fouled away, tying the count back up. A 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Easton with another one that just misses. 2 balls, a 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Says he got a piece of it, so it will be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. There's a pitch, a misses, full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And for Dakota, Easton Lish on the mound for the Bears. And swing and a miss. There's the first strikeout this afternoon for Easton Lish. As they go in order, 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the top of the second when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
So every time that we go to check out your order, we always put in your kickback phone number. And if you don't have it, we write on your receipt so that you can get the points afterwards.
Need something for your sweet tooth? Stop by the grill for one of their tasty desserts. Pick one of their delicious cakes or ice cream today. Andy Marchant Photography specializes in portraits, family pictures, bridals, and engagements. He also takes thousands of photos of Bear River sports, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the game while he captures all the action. Check out his website, andymarchant.com, or follow him on Instagram. Let him help you preserve your memories at a great price.
How Having the regional campus here in the community has been the reason that I went back to school. All my classes were in the evenings or late afternoons. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time spent away from my family, but so worth it. Now I can get the degree that I always dreamed. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and that's going to happen now. My name is Amy Wells, and I'm an Aggie.
Reserve the Pie Dump's back room for any occasion, day or night. Whether it's for a birthday party, wedding celebration, or your weekly meetings, they've got you covered. There's plenty of room, and if you want, they can cater your special event, or you can simply order off the menu.
For life's everyday emergencies, there's Intermountain Instacare. Oh. For stuff that's more serious, there's the ER. Intermountain Healthcare. Healing for life.
Willow Peach Bath Company handcrafts bath bombs and sugar scrubs using only the most natural ingredients.
All right, welcome back to Logan High School, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Here's still scoreless. Starting us off here in the top of the second. It's going to be number 19, our pitcher, Easton Lish. Max Smith still on the mound for the Grizzlies. Pitches that one in there for a ball. First two pitches are ball, so 2-0 the count. Here for Easton Lish at the plate. Three straight balls, 3-0 the count to Easton Lish. Lish with a .377 batting average. And this one's high. There's the first walk here this afternoon for the Grizzlies. And that'll bring up number 5, Braxton Jepson, with a batting average of .281. He comes with no outs and a runner on first. It was the second inning yesterday that the Bears just exploded, getting 10 runs. Jepson at the plate. Max Smith on the mound for the Grizzlies. There's another pitch. That one finds his zone for a strike. And another one, this one chopped foul. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs, and still a runner on first. Checks the runner at first, he's safe. Back to the plate with Jepson. Here's a pitch. This one chopped over to third. Thought about going to second. He's already there, and he's going to be safe at first. Putting 2 on for the Bears with no outs. Braxton Jepson beating the throw.
Now back. Right field, number 14, Goose Noble.
So up now for the Bears, number 14, Goose Noble, getting 4 RBIs yesterday. Looking at a runner on first and second here with no outs. Max Smith, he's looking to bunt as it goes foul. So 0-1. Here to Noble. Goose Noble coming in with a 310 batting average. And there's a good bunt. And he's going to beat it there. They're going to send a runner in as there's the first score here this afternoon. So after the dust settles, the Bears get a run in on an RBI for Goose Noble as he makes it to second. So a runner on second and third here with no outs. That'll bring up number 8, Dylan Marble.
Designated hitter, number 8, Dylan Marble.
Marble comes in with a .478 average. This one a little outside for a ball. Bears get the first run this afternoon. They lead 1-0. Here's another pitch. This one low in the dirt. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs, and 2 runners on. So another ball. That brings 3-0 the count. Marble way ahead in this one. So on the top of the second, Max Smith with a 3-0 pitch in there for strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Dylan Marble is the second walk here for Max Smith this afternoon, loading up the bases. And so coming in now for the Bears, number 16, Brady Brown.
Third base, number 15, Riley Brown.
Averaging at a 115. Player where you can put him wherever you really need him. You can make it happen as he watches the first strike go past him. So 0-1 the count with a runners on all bases. Still no outs here in the top of the second. Here's another one from Mac. Gets in there for a strike. Brown falls behind. 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Smith. This one hit up high, not going to leave the infield. And everybody stays put. There's a first out here in the top of the second. Brady Brown flies out. Shortstop takes care of business
Number 4.
out there. So we're back to the top of the order here for the Bears with number 4, Wyatt Roholt. Still bases loaded. And 1 out. Max Smith with a pitch. This one hit out to right. Put away, and they're going to send one home. And he doesn't elect to throw as Bear River gets another run in.
Now back, number 15, Parker Cool.
So Coombs comes up to the plate. You got a runner on first and third now, with 2 outs. Checks the runner at first. So the first pitch to Coombs is a swing and a miss. Trying to take second, and he does, and then on this end we get another run in here for the Bears. Goose Noble making it his way around. Bears extend the lead 3-0 with a runner on second and 2 outs. Parker Coombs still on the mound, looking at an 0-1 count. There's one in there for a strike. So 0-2 to Parker Coombs on the plate with a runner on second. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Now this one misses for a ball. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch in the dirt. Runner stays a second. So there's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. So 2's across the board. Here's a pitch from Smith. That's high. Parker Coombs looking at a full count now. 3-2. There's a pitch, and that's hit over to second, and they get the easy out at first. So the Bears leave 1 stranded, but they get 3 runs in that inning. Welcome back for the bottom half of the second. When we come back, don't go anywhere.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is a perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by. Stop by Tori's Trends on Main Street for designer products at a hometown price.
These girls behind me, they are actually my club volleyball team. Besides my family, they're one of the main reasons that I decided to go back to school. A lot of the girls would come to me and talk to me about some of the issues they were having at home or at school. And that's kind of when I decided I wanted to go back and further my education.
Welcome back to Logan High School with the Bears in the lead 3-0 after the top of the second. First up for the Logan Grizzlies is number 24, Zach Egbert. 283 average. Easton Lish on the mound here for Bear River. We would like to thank you for joining us and thank our sponsors. This one's chopped back to Easton, and he'll walk it over first. The toss, there's out number 1.
Now that, right field, number 15, Nick.
1 pitch, 1 out. Here to start off the bottom half of inning number 2. Coming up is number 15, Nick Egbert, as there's the first pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1 the count to him with 1 out. And this one fouled out of play. And this one's a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Here's a pitch from Easton that's in there. And there's strikeout number 2 this afternoon for Easton.
Now batting, first base, number 99.
So coming up for the Logan Grizzlies now, number 99, Kyle Directs. This one hit foul. So 0-1 the count with 2 outs, nobody on. And the bottom half of inning number 2, another one from Ethan Lish. There's a swing and a miss. So an 0-2 pitch from Lish is hit on out to shortstop. Rolled. Zip it over to first, and there is 3 up, 3 down again here for the Bears. They have the lead, 3 runs to none. We'll go to the top of the 3rd when we come back.
The Pie Dump at RTL Catering is a proud sponsor of the Bear River Bears. Owners Mac and Cherie Munns have been in business for 35 years. They have a full breakfast menu, yummy options for lunch, as well as a student menu. Come taste deliciousness with the best donuts in town and their famous hot rolls and gravy. If you're new, they'll treat you to the Rip and Dip experience. Rent out the Pie Dump's back room for a work lunch or family dinner. They'll even cater. Call 435-257-3947 for more information today. Caldwell Banker has a team of dedicated professionals who handle the complex process and make sure things run smoothly. Save time and money with Caldwell Banker.
Well, welcome back here at Logan High School, and we are going to have a little delay as we just heard lightning. Heard thunder, excuse me. Saw some lightning just over on the school on the north side. So we will take a commercial break. Thank our sponsors for making this possible as we wait it out. Don't go anywhere. Bears lead 3-0. We're still in the top of the 3rd.
So every time that we go to check out your order, we always put in your kickback phone number. And if you don't have it, we write on your receipt so that you can get the points afterwards.
Need something for your sweet tooth? Stop by the grill for one of their tasty desserts. Pick one of their delicious cakes or ice cream today. Andy Marchant Photography specializes in portraits, family pictures, bridals, and engagements. He also takes thousands of photos of Bear River sports, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the game while he captures all the action. Check out his website, andymarchant.com, or follow him on Instagram. Let him help you preserve your memories at a great price.
the regional campus here in the community has been the reason that I went back to school. All my classes were in the evenings or late afternoons. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time spent away from my family, but so worth it. Now I can get the degree that I always dreamed. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and that's going to happen now. My name is Amy Wells, and I'm an Aggie.
Reserve the Pie Dump's back room for any occasion, day or night. Whether it's for a birthday party, wedding celebration, or your weekly meetings, they've got you covered. There's plenty of room, and if you want, they can cater your special event, or you can simply order off the menu.
For life's everyday emergencies, there's Intermountain Instacare. For stuff that's more serious, there's the ER. Intermountain Healthcare. Healing for life.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small-town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is the perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by on $2 Tuesdays. If you like cosmic bowling, stop by on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter what you like, the grill has something for everyone.
Like I said, leading off will be number 3, Carson Day.
First base, Carson Day.
And again, Max Smith on the mound for the Grizzlies. First pitch is going to be way outside for a ball. And this one gets in there for a strike. Tying the count up at 1. This one hit out to left field and put away. Again, it was a good deep hit, just not deep enough out there in left. He flies out to start this one off for 1 out now.
Number 2, catcher, Logan.
So up next for the Bears is going to be number 2, Kelton Summers. And that's one in there for a strike. Hey, we'd like to thank Torrey's Trends for being a great sponsor. Go in there and mention Bear River Live and get 10% off. Thank you, Torrey's Trends. This one hit out to left center. This one's going to bounce, and there's going to be a good single to start off the Bears after 1 out. Kelton Summers gets a first single here this afternoon. This one drops out in the left center again. Good solid single. That puts a runner on first for the Bears. And up next is number 19, Easton Lish. Easton Lish is your pitcher here in this game for the Bears. He's already got 2 strikeouts here in this one. And this one's going to be chopped over to third, and he just walks this one in. So there's going to be a single here for Easton Lish.
Now batting, number 5, second base, Braxton Jepson.
Up next is Braxton Jepson. a swing and a miss. Strike. So now with a runner on first and second, we have an 0-1 count with one out here in the top of the third. Braxton Jepson at the plate. This one fouled out of play. On the mound here for the Grizzlies is Nick Egbert. That's what your delay was, switching out pitchers there at the start of this one from Max Smith to Egbert. So no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. And he's going to take one for the team as he'll load the bases up. And that'll bring up number 14, Goose Noble.
Number 14, right field, Goose Noble.
He already had an RBI from yesterday, carrying into this game. Bases loaded, 1 out. Good opportunity for the Bears here to extend their lead. Here's one from Nick, thought about swinging. This one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count. And this one popped up, gonna go foul unless they can catch it first. And it lands fair. And that'll bring a run in for the Bears and keep the bases loaded. So the Bears extend their lead here 4-0 here in the top of the third, as this one drops right inside the line, being fair.
Now batting.
So that'll bring up number 8, Dylan Marble. Still bases loaded for the Bears and 1 out. This one shot over to shortstop, now over to second. And there's the double play. But not before the Bears can get 1 run in. The lead is now 4-0 as we go to the bottom half of the third. Good catch by the shortstop, smart play to go to second. And we'll take a commercial break and we'll be back for the bottom half. Don't go anywhere.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small-town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is the perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by on $2 Tuesdays. If you like cosmic bowling, stop by on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter what you like, the grill has something for everyone. Stop by Tori's Trends on Main Street for designer products at a hometown price.
These girls behind me, they are actually my club volleyball team. Besides my family, they're one of the main.
Hey, we'll cut that commercial short. We'll get back to that one here in a minute. Tyler Hinkle on the mound for the Bears. Again, we'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank our many sponsors. Bear Valley Hospital right there on your screen. Starting the Grizzlies off is going to be number 28, Jaden Shumway.
Moving off for Logan High, number 28, second base, Jaden Shumway.
All right, with the Bears in the lead, 4-0 now, getting 1 run in the top of the third. See if the Grizzlies can answer back. Again, Hinkle on the mound for the Bears. Shumway at the plate for the Grizzlies, and we'll start this one off with a outside pitch for a ball. This one down in the dirt for another ball. 2 balls, no strikes early on here in the bottom of the third. Shumway swings on this one, but it goes out of play for a foul ball. And another foul, tying the count back up to 2. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Hinkle. And this one misses. Full count now here to Shumway. Hit on out to left field. It's going to find a good spot to land. And there will be a single here for the Grizzlies.
Now batter. Number 22. Right field. Cooper. Pond.
Good poke out there to left. Gets some Shumway on base. And next up will be number 22. Cooper Pond here for the Grizzlies. This one swinging a miss, strike one to start this one off. Another swing and a miss, strike two. Hinkle now getting into a groove. Here comes the 0-2. This one's high for a ball. So the count 1-2. Runner on first, no outs. Hinkle with another one, and there's the first strikeout for Tyler Hinkle this afternoon. And one out for the Bears. Still with a runner on first. So coming up now for the Grizzlies is number 3, Tim Van Leeuwen. And this one misses for a ball. He attempted to bunt. Now again, we'd like to thank the grill. Like it says, don't have to play all 7 innings in this one today. Should be a perfect time for dinner as Hinkle finds the zone in that one, tying the count up at 1. And we'd like to thank Andy Martian Photography getting your shots so you can sit back and relax. Looks to bunt again, it goes foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Hinkle with a 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Gets past the catcher, but runner stays at home. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still with a runner on first. And 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. And there's a swing and a miss. There's a second strikeout and out number 2 for Tyler Hinkle and the Bears.
Number 6.
So now number 6 comes in. He was your pitcher from yesterday, Max Smith. Again, we'd like to thank Tori's Trends for being a great sponsor. She sponsors the Tori's Trends setter of the game here for softball. And that one drops in the zone. This one hit up high. But it's not going to go very long, and put away. The Grizzlies leave one stranded as the Bears keep them scoreless in the bottom of the third. And after the pop out by Mac, we will take it to the top half of inning number 4 when we come back.
Caldwell Banker has a team of dedicated professionals who handle the complex process and make sure things run smoothly. Save time and money with Caldwell Banker.
These girls behind me, they are actually my club volleyball team. Besides my family, they're one of the main reasons that I decided to go back to school. A lot of the girls would come to me and talk to me about some of the issues they were having at home or at school. And that's kind of when I decided I wanted to go back and further my education in psychology and become a high school counselor. My name is Megan Cooper and I'm an Aggie.
The Pie Dump at Bar TL Catering is a proud sponsor of the Bear River Bears. Owners Mac and Cherie Munns have been in business for 35 years. They have a full breakfast menu, yummy options for lunch, as well as a student menu. Come taste deliciousness with the best donuts in town and their famous hot rolls and gravy. If you're new, they'll treat you to the Rip and Dip experience. Rent out the Pie Dump's back room for a work lunch or family dinner. They'll even cater. Call 435-257-3947 for more information today.
And we'll go back to Logan High School. Tyler Hinkle going to start us off here in the top of the 4th. And here's the pitch to start us off. Looks good, and it is for a strike. Nick Egbert still on the mound for the Grizzlies. The changeup drops out of the zone for a ball. Hey, we'd like to thank Soda Fix. They're sponsoring your home runs for baseball and softball. This one hit foul out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here for Tyler Hinkle. And this one just misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Nick Egbert. This gets fouled. Hinkle staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another one popped out of play. So still with the count tied at 2. Nick Egbert will try again. This one misses high. So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he'll take one for the team and take his base. As a hit by pitch, and we'll go to the top of the order for the Bears with number 4, Wyatt Roholt.
For the pitcher, number 20, Ashton Rhodes.
Ashton Rhodes comes in and runs for Tyler Hinkle. So we'll runner on first.
Now batting.
Bear River with the lead, no outs.
Wyatt Roll.
Roll steps in the box here for the Bears. Watches the first one go by as a ball. So with the runner on first, there's the 0-1 pitch, or 1-0 pitch that gets fouled away. So we'll tie the count up at 1. This one inside for another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Wyatt. Runner on first, no outs. This is game number 2 of this 3-game series. First one over at Bear River. And another ball outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, in that game, the Bears just went off. 20-1 was your score in that one. They lead 4-0 here as this one misses. And we'll have a first walk here for Nick Egbert. And coming up next for the Bears, number 15, Parker Coombs. He's looking at no outs with the runner on first and second. Here in the top of the 4th. There's a good bunt by Coombs, and that'll load the bases up as he's going to be safe at first. Perfect bunt there by Coombs. Moves the bases around and can outrun the throw. So back to where we started today with number 3, Carson Day, with bases loaded and no outs. And there's a good one, shot out to left center. And that's going to bring in a lot of runs as it hits the ground. And that'll bring in 2 runs there for your Bear River Bears. After the dust settles, you got a runner on second and third. Good shot out to left, brings in wide roll and Ashton Rhodes. Bears extend their lead 6-0. And Kelton Summers comes up looking at still with no outs. Swing and a miss. Start this one off for him. No outs and a runner on second and third. Bears coming alive again as this one shot out to right field. It comes off the fence. That's going to bring in another run. And they're going to squeeze in 2 runs here on the RBI double from Kelton Summers. Deep shot out to right. Brings 2 more runs in for the Bears. Scores now 8-0. Colt Lish comes in for Summers to run up to the plate. Number 19, Easton Lish. Still with no outs.
Number 19, Easton Lish.
Here's a shot that goes foul. Down the third baseline. So an 0-1 count here for Easton. With a runner on second, 0-1 the count, no outs here in the top of the fourth. This one shot back to the pitcher, gets past him, gets past shortstop, rolls out. I think that's going to bring in another run here for the Bears. And now with a single RBI here for Easton Lish. Adds on to his other one from the other day. Bears extend the lead, 9-0. Brings Braxton Jepson up. Looking at no outs and a runner on first. This one popped up high. Not going to leave the ballpark. And into the dugout of Logan for a foul ball. So a runner on first. No outs, the count 0-1 for Braxton Jepson. This one shot out to center right. And there's the first out. They hustle it into first, but he's safe. So one out on the pop fly by Braxton Jepson. It's going to bring up number 14, Goose Noble.
Number 14, Goose Noble.
He's looking at one out, one on. First one, swing and a miss, strike one. Another swing and a miss. Good cut by a Noble. 0-2 the count, one out, one on. In the top of the fourth. Egbert with another one. Swing and a miss. And out number 2 comes at the plate. Runner gets back in, is safe, so with 2 outs, it brings up a number 8, Dylan Marble.
Dylan Marble.
There's a chopper right over to first, and there's going to be out number 3, but the Bears score 5 more runs in that inning. We'll go to the bottom half. And we will see if the Grizzlies can get something going. All right, we'll be back for the bottom half. Don't go anywhere.
Need something for your sweet tooth? Stop by the grill for one of their tasty desserts. Pick one of their delicious cakes or ice cream today. Andy Merchant Photography specializes in portraits, family pictures, bridals, and engagements. He also takes thousands of photos of Bear River sports, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the game while he captures all the action. Check out his website, andymerchant.com, or follow him on Instagram. Let him help you preserve your memories at a great price.
Having the regional campus here in the community has been the reason that I went back to school. All my classes were in the evenings or late afternoons. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time spent away from my family, but so worth it. Now I can get the degree that I always dreamed. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and that's going to happen now. My name is Amy Wells, and I'm an Aggie.
And welcome back to Logan High School with the Bears in the lead, 9-0.
Right.
Good top of the fourth there for the Bears, getting 5 runs in that one. Coming up for the Grizzlies, he has number 7. Tyler Hinkle still on the mound here for the Bear Bears. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us. And again, I'd like to thank SodaFix, sponsoring a home run. Got a couple deep ones as this one misses the zone for a ball. And this one's inside for another ball. So out in right field, you're about 300 there, and in this pitch in the dirt for another ball. Hinkle falls behind in this one, 3-0 the count. Looking over at left field, that's about 336 away. And that one's in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. I would like to thank Utah State University, Brigham City, and Tremont campuses. Here's a pitch, looks good, inside, full count, 3-2. This one shot back to the pitcher, Hinkle can't grab it, and Rojo can't grab it. So there's a single here to start the Grizzlies off.
Now batting, number 34, Dakota Jensen.
The ball was coming back hot. So up to bat for the Grizzlies, number 34, Dakota Jensen. With a runner on first. And no outs. Hinkle on the mound. First pitch to Jensen's in there for strike. Here, I'd like to thank Cancer Market, being a great sponsor. Don't forget about your kickback points. And there's a popped up foul. Runner took off to second. He'll have to go back to first. So still with the count 0-2. Runner on first, no outs here for the Logan Grizzlies. Hinkle with the 0-2, swing and a miss. And there's another strikeout for Tyler Hinkle today. So 1 out, 1 on. Number 24 comes on here for the Grizzlies, and that is Zach Egbert. Hinkle gets that one a little too inside for ball. Here's another one, and this one shot out to center. And put out there in center right. Route number 2.
Now batting, number 15, Nick Egbert.
So Nick Egbert now coming up for the Logan Grizzlies. Looking at 2 outs, 1 runner on first. Popped up high, out of play for a foul. And again, we'd like to thank Cover Up, doing our jerseys for being a sponsor here for Bear Live and Bear Athletics. They even did red shirts there for soccer for their red shirt game. They're swinging a miss. Strike 2. Hinkle with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Back towards the Logan dugout. Hinkle again with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. They got him at the plate. 2 strikeouts for Hinkle in that inning, as the Bears still hold him scoreless.
Whether it's drinks or need something for your sweet tooth? Stop by the grill for one of their tasty desserts. Pick one of their delicious cakes or ice cream today.
For life's everyday emergencies, there's Intermountain Instacare. For stuff that's more serious, there's the ER. Intermountain Healthcare. Healing for life.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small-town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is the perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by on $2 Tuesdays. If you like cosmic bowling, stop by on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter what you like, the grill has something for everyone. Stop by Tori's Trends on Main Street for designer products at a hometown price.
And welcome back to Logan High School. You're looking live here with Bear River Live and our great sponsors making this possible.
Number 22.
Bear River still in the lead, 9-0. Number 22, Tyler Hinkle at the plate here for the Bears to start the top of the 5th off. Nick Egbert on the mound for the Grizzlies. There's the first pitch hit out to left. And he puts him out in left field for out number 1. A quick one-pitch fly out. So let's go to the top of the order with number 4, Wyatt Roholt. One out, no one. Wyatt Roholt sees the first pitch go by for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 from Nick. This one shot out. That was going to find the gap out there in right center. And he'll stay at first for a single. Good shot by Roholt. Finding the gap.
Number 15. Parker.
Just poking it out there. That's all you really need to do. Coming up next for the Bears, number 15, Parker Coombs. With a runner on first. And 1 out. This one misses low for a ball. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away back to the Logan dugout. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 5th for the Bear River Bears. Shot over to first. Has a hard time handling it as they. Well, that's going on at first. You got this going on at third. And they got him out. Wyatt Roholt trying to beat it. We'll take a look at the replay and see how close that was. So the ump's going to stay by his call. And that'll be out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom half of the inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So every time that we go to check out your order, we always put in your kickback phone number. And if you don't have it, we write on your receipt so that you can get the points afterwards.
These girls behind me, they are actually my club volleyball team. Besides my family, they're one of the main reasons that I decided to go back to school. A lot of the girls would come to me and talk to me about some of the issues they were having at home or at school. And that's kind of when I decided I wanted to go back and further my education in psychology and become a high school counselor. My name is Megan Cooper and I'm an Aggie.
The Pie Dump at Bar TL Catering is a proud sponsor of the Bear River Bears. Owners Mac and Cherie Munns have been in business for 35 years. They have a full breakfast menu, yummy options for lunch, as well as a student menu. Come taste deliciousness with the best donuts in town and their famous hot rolls and gravy. If you're new, they'll treat you to the Rip and Dip experience. Ran out the Pie Dump's back.
Alright, welcome back here to Logan High School. Bear River leads 9-0. Tyler Hinkle still on the mound for the Bears. Up for the Logan Grizzlies is Kyle Truex. He's their first baseman. There's a changeup, gets in there, misses for a ball. Pitch in there, fouled away. 1-1 the count now. I would like to thank Pie Dump for being a great sponsor. This weekend they're going to the Dope Show, taking their deliciousness in there with proceeds going to charities. There's a 1-1 pitch in the dirt. So now to 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 from Hinkle, swung on and missed. Count tied at 2. Hinkle with another swing and a miss, and there's another strikeout. Tyler Hinkle gets the first out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now back, number 28.
So we'll go to number 28 here for the Grizzlies, Jaden Shumway. Shumway shoots this one out into the gap into center field. And he'll get a single out of that one.
Let's go, baby. Now back, number 9, Chris.
You know, it's a good pitch, it's a good shot to find the gap to get the first hit here in bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up number 9, Chris Chappell. So with the runner on first, here's a pitch, hit fouled away. It's going to go out. So with 1 out, 1 on, and the count 0-1. Hinkle going to give him another one. This one bounces off the dirt. And the runner's going to advance to second as this one Bounced away from Summers. So a runner on second. And 1 ball, 1 strike is your count at the plate. This one drops low for a ball. This one shot over to shortstop. Third baseman grabs it. And it skips away from him. And so there's a single that's going to split. A runner on first and a runner on third. So he had a hard time. Dove for that one, stopping it from getting past him, but off of his glove, shoots it back towards second. So number 3, Van Louis, up for the Grizzlies with a runner on first and third, 1 out. Grizzlies in scoring position now. And they're going to try to catch him over there at first. He's safe. First pitch to Van Louis, swinging a miss, strike 1. Two on, 1 out. Hinkle with the 0-1 pitch. Looks to bunt. And they're gonna say fouled that one away. As the refs want to the umps want to reconvene. So as it sits right now, you've got a runner on first and third. The runner from first advanced. Calls this one a foul. I have to go back. And so they call it a ball. So runner advances from first to second. So now you have a runner on second and third. And a swing and a miss. We'll get out number 2.
Now back. Number 6. Matt Smith.
So number 6, Max Smith, up for the Logan Grizzlies, looking at 2 outs and a runner on second and a runner on third. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And this one is a strike as he fouls this one away. Hinkle with the 0-1. Inside and low for a ball. Ties the count up at 1. 2 outs, 2 on. this one outside. Another ball. Hinkle falls behind. 2-1 in the count. And this one misses the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Here in the bottom half with 2 on and 2 out. Swing and a miss. There's a full count now. Here for Tyler Hinkle on the mound. Max Smith on the plate for the Grizzlies. And this one low. That's going to be a walk. And it loads the bases up. And that'll bring up number 7. Number 7 is Cade Rice. Here for the Logan Grizzlies, looking at 2 outs and bases loaded. First pitch to him is low for a ball. This one popped up high. It's going to be out of play. For foul. So 2 outs, base is still loaded. The count is 1-1. Inside and low for another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. We'd like to thank Caldwell Banker for being a great sponsor. Buying or selling, give Gary Matson a call. Give you a free estimate. The 2-1 is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. This one shot foul out of play. Out in the left field. Yeah, Caldwell's got a team of dedicated professionals just waiting to help you out. A complex process of buying and selling. Here's a pitch. This one's popped up high. Not too far. And there's the 3rd out. Bases loaded. Logan still can't score. It's 9-0. After the fly out there for out number 3. Good catch out there. We'll go to the top of the 6th when we come back.
Andy Merchant Photography specializes in portraits, family pictures, bridals, and engagements. He also takes thousands of photos of Bear River sports, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the game while he captures all the action. Check out his website, andymerchant.com, or follow him on Instagram. Let him help you preserve your memories at a great price. Need something for your sweet tooth? Stop by the grill for one of their tasty desserts. Pick one of their delicious cakes or ice cream today.
I figured at 21 years old I had the world figured out. Then life got real. I had to figure out what to do to provide for my family. She kept throwing out this idea of going back to school, and I'm too old to go back to school, but you have a campus right here in town that's a mile away. It made it a lot easier. Everything was in the evening and worked around my schedule. I still had a family to take care of, and I had some good professors. It was nice to have them understand that and then present their class in a way that recognized it and made it fun to learn again.
I'm so proud. I'm proud that he stuck it out. There's many times where he asked me, why am I doing this? But there's a reason, and it's changed our world.
All right, welcome back to Logan High School for the top of the 6th. Bears in the lead, 9-0. Up to the plate here for the Bears is number 3, Carson Day.
Now batting. Number 3, Carson Day.
We're going to start this one off with a strike 1. That's from Nick Egbert, who's on the mound for the Grizzlies. Watches the ball go by. A little outside. Again, we'd like to thank Beaver Valley Hospital for being a great sponsor. So let's pitch in the dirt for a ball. Great facility out there out west of town. They are hitting for life. Here's the 2-1 from Egbert. This one's hit out to left field. And can't make the play on it. It's off the wall. Can't turn it into a triple. He'll stay at second for a double way out there in the left field. So we go up to Kelton Summers at the plate with a runner on second. No outs. First pitch to Summers. Misses for a ball. This one shot down the first baseline, goes foul though. So we'll have a 1-1 on the count. The runner on second. No outs. This one foul away. Summers falls behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one fouled away also. Summers staying alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. This one's popped up soft. Gonna get over here to third baseman who puts him away. And there's out number 1 here for the Grizzlies. Bears still with a runner on second. And that's gonna bring up number 19, Easton Lish.
Now back. Number 19, Easton Lish.
There's a pitch, and that one misses for a ball. So the count at the plate is 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. They're going to try him a second. He's going to be safe. Back at the plate, this one's popped up high, and it's going to go out of play. Another foul ball. He's still staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no runner on second. Pitch into the dirt, runner's going to advance. Carson Day on third base now, looking to come home. Easton Elish looking at a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one shot soft for the third baseman. They're going to try him at home. And he's safe at first. Or safe at home, excuse me. Scores another run in for the Bears. Extend their lead 10-0. So you'll have a runner on first now here for the Bears. Still with only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up number 5, Braxton Jepson. And we'd like to thank Torrey's Trends again for being a great sponsor for Bearver Live and Bearver Sports. Trendsetter of the game as they try him at first. He's going to be safe. Trendsetter for soccer. Trendsetter for softball. And 10% off to you if you mention Bearver Live when you go in. Here's a pitch. That goes low for a ball. This one fouled away. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. This one popped out of play for a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 1 out and a runner on first. This one high. Ties the count back up at 2. Nick Egbert still on the mound here for the Mustangs. Braxton Jepson to the plate for the Bears. Here's a pitch. Hit on over to the shortstop. Can they make the double play? They cannot. So you got an out at second. But safe at first for Jepson. That'll bring up number 14 now here for the Bears. And there's the chip over to shortstop. They get the out there at second. Beating the throw is Jepson at first. Goose Noble at the plate for the Bears, looking at 2 outs and a runner on first. This one up high. And coming down is out number 3. Not before the Bears extend their lead by 1 run in that one. So let's go to the bottom half of the 6th. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Having the regional campus here in the community has been the reason that I went back to school. All my classes were in the evenings or late afternoons. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time spent away from my family, but so worth it. Now I can get the degree that I always dreamed. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and that's going to happen now. My name is Amy Wells, and I'm an Aggie.
Reserve the Pie Dump's back room for any occasion, day or night. Whether it's for a birthday party, wedding celebration, or your weekly meetings, they've got you covered. There's plenty of room, and if you want, they can cater your special event, or you can simply order off the menu.
For life's everyday emergencies, there's Intermountain Instacare. For stuff that's more serious, there's the ER. Intermountain Healthcare. Healing for life.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and
Alright, welcome back here to Logan High School. Bottom half of the inning. Bears in the lead 10-0. Coming up to bat is Dakota Jensen here for the Grizzlies. Tyler Hinkle still on the mound. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. There's another good looking pitch, but that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hinkle with a changeup. That one's a strike too. Hinkle with another, just missing. Ties the count up at 2. Hinkle to Jensen. Head up. Carson Day gonna try to run this one down, and he gets the out.
Now batting, number 24, Zach Egbert.
Zach Egbert now up for the Logan Grizzlies, wearing number 24 with 1 out. Already here in the bottom half of the 6th. Looks good, is good. Strike one. This one shot out into the gap. As it hits the grass and stops, as there's a single there for Egbert. So from one to another, we'll bring up number 15, Nick Egbert. He's your pitcher for the Logan Grizzlies today. Low for ball 1 to start this one off here against Nick. Another one misses inside. Here's a 2-0 from Hinkle. Tries to go upstairs, too high. 3 balls, no strikes. One out, one on. And there's going to be a walk, putting a runner on first and second.
Now batting.
So Truex coming up now for the Grizzlies.
Kyle. Truex.
He's looking at one out and a runner on first and second here. Hinkle still on the mound for the Bears. First one to Truex. They're going to try to go to second with it, and they're going to get him. So out number 2 comes from a out at second, trying to get a steal. Still with a runner on third. But 2 outs now. 0-1 the count at the plate for Truex. This one hit foul. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on third here for the Grizzlies. Third time today they've been in a scoring situation. Just haven't been able to get them in. Hinkle with a pitch, looks good. Ump doesn't like it. Here's the 1-2, chopped softly. It's going to stay fair. And your Logan Grizzlies are finally going to get on the board. Here in the bottom half of the 6th. Off a good roll down first base by Truex. So up now for the Logan Grizzlies is going to be number 28, Jaden Shumway. First one is Shumway inside for a ball.
Number 28, Jaden Shumway.
This one hit out to right field. Diving catch, can't make it. And there's a stand-up single for Shumway, advancing Truex over to third.
Now batting. Number 9, Chris Shotbell.
Extended for it, just not enough as it gets past him. So up now for the Logan Grizzlies, Chris Chappelle. He's looking at 2 outs, 2 ons with the runner on second and third. First one to him, he's going to shoot this one out to center. And it's a lot further than he anticipated. Logan going to get more runs in this one. Goes to the cutoff mound and a stand-up single. Brings 2 more runs in for the Logan Grizzlies, making the score 10-3 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Now batting. Number 3, Tim Van Leeuwen.
So up now for the Logan Grizzlies, Tim Van Leeuwen. But not before we have a meeting on the mounds here for Bear River. Hinkle on the mound. Doing a good job. He's only allowed 3 runs. They all been here in this inning. But again, so many sponsors to thank. Tori Strands being one of them. You can find her on 2nd and Main. Mention Bear River Live, get 10% off. And we'd like to thank the Python for being a great sponsor. Great sponsor for Bear River Live, Bear River Athletics, Bear River everything. Go in there and get their famous hot rolls and gravy. There's a first pitch strike. Tyler Hinkle still on the mound for the Bears. And Van Leeuwen at the plate for the Logan Grizzlies. This one goes outside for a ball. 1-1 the count, 2 outs and a runner on second. Swing and a miss. Hinkle jumps back up ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and there's the out at third. Oh, with another strikeout, we will have a 10-3 ball game going into the top of the 7th. See if the Bears can add a little bit more on. We'll be right back.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix. For a genuinely warm welcome with small-town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is the perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by on $2 Tuesdays. If you like cosmic bowling, stop by on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter what you like, the grill has something for everyone. Stop by Tori's Trends on Main Street for designer products at a hometown price.
These girls behind me, they are actually my club volleyball team. Besides my family, they're one of the main reasons that I decided to go back to school. A lot of the girls would come to me and talk to me about some of the issues they were having at home.
All right, welcome back to Logan High School. Bear River Bears still in the lead, 10-3. Dylan Marble going to be up next here for the Bears.
Putting off the shot pass, up to 17, number 8, Dylan Marble.
So on the mound for the Logan Grizzlies is Nick Egbert, who pitches this one and swung on and fouled away. This one goes outside for a ball. Another quick pitch, high and away. This one fouled again. Out of play. Ties the count up at 2. Here's a 2-2. And misses. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Dylan Marble at the plate. Nick Egbert on the mound for the Grizzlies. And there's a strike 3 in the first out. So coming up to the plate again for the Bears, number 22, our pitcher Tyler Hinkle.
Tyler Hinkle.
First one to Hinkle, hit on, fouled away. Egbert with another one. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. Already with one out here in the top of the 7th. This one hit and put out by the shortstop. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. We'll start at the top of the order here with Wyatt Roll. Staring at 2 outs, nobody on.
Now batting, number 4, Wyatt Roll.
Just missing for a ball. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Nick Egbert with a pitch. High and away. Two balls and 1 strike. Fouled away back towards the Logan dugout. Another one fouled away by Wyatt Roll. This one over the backstop. Still looking at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. There's a one, hit out to right field. And he misses this one and try to beat him at second. Gets down. And I don't think anybody made the call, and finally a late call comes in. We'll take a look at the replay. Whew, that's real close in the dust. It's kind of hard to see where the ball is when he slides in there. He's gonna. Wyatt's not getting off second base. Some Bears come in and try to take their positions, and that's going to be out number 3. So still 10-3, your Bears in the lead. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th. Logan's got a lot of ground to cover. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Caldwell Banker has a team of dedicated professionals who handle the complex process and make sure things run smoothly. Save time and money with Caldwell Banker. For a genuinely warm welcome with small-town friendly service, stop by the grill. They have slowly smoked ribs, wings, and briskets, along with homemade appetizers, unique sandwiches, pizzas, and burgers. They also have tasty desserts. The grill is the perfect location for family get-togethers or business lunches. If you'd rather, they can cater an event for you. For some added fun, call the bowling center and reserve a lane. Mondays are family night, or swing by on $2 Tuesdays. If you like cosmic bowling, stop by on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter what you like, the grill has something for everyone.
For life's everyday emergencies, there's Intermountain Instacare. For stuff that's more serious, there's the ER. Intermountain Healthcare. Healing for life.
And welcome back to Logan High School. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Still in a 10-3 ball game. Your Bears in the lead. Starting off for the Logan Grizzlies is going to be a number 6. Zach Smith. And we had a pitching change on the mound now for the Bears is Brady Brown. Taking over for Tyler Hinkle. There's a swing and a miss by Mac. Again, Brady Brown on the mound. Mac Smith at the plate. And we have the Logan's coach out there checking the paperwork. So again, Brady Brown on the mound. Max Smith behind in the count, 0-1. This one gets past Summers. There's the ball. First ball from Brady Brown. Here comes the 1-1 from Brady in the dirt. One last reminder, 10% off at Tourist Trends. When you mentioned Bearver Live, this was chopped over. Wide roll hold. And they connect with Carson Day over at first for the out. One away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting. Number 7. Shortstop. Cade Wright.
And coming up now for the Grizzlies, number 7. Now their shortstop. Cade Rice. Looking with 1 out and no on. First pitch to him in the dirt for a ball. One last thank you for the Pidump. Helping us out. Cover all these games for you. Another one from Brady and another one in the dirt. And that one looks good, and it is strike 1. Another ball, he goes back downstairs. 3-1 the count. Already with 1 out. And there's going to be the first walk here for Brady Brown this afternoon.
Now batting. Number 34.
Puts Kate on first. And bringing up number 34, Dakota Jensen, here for the Grizzlies. This one low from Brown. One out, one on. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Brown. They're trying to get him at first, and he's safe. So 2 balls, no strikes. Still with a runner on first. This one hit deep out to left center. But there to put him away, out in center field, Tyler Hinkle. And there is going to be the double play out at second.
And that's the ball game. Final score of Bear River.
So there's going to be your ball game.
3. Just want to remind everyone, please pick up any and all garbage around your seat.
Your Bear River Bears take game number 2 as well as number 1, 10-3. So they'll win the series. They still will finish the series off on Friday over at home. Weather pending, and weather pending will be at Mountain Crest for Lady Bears softball. We'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. Utah State University, Brigham City, and Tremont campuses. And there's all the sponsors right there for you to thank for bringing you this broadcast, both yesterday, today, all season long. Starting off with football in the fall. So if you want to thank us for doing this, go thank them for allowing us to. Again, your final in this one is your Bear River Bears 10, the Logan Grizzlies 3. They'll have game 3 on Friday. We'll see you at, hopefully, Mountain Crest tomorrow. You've been watching Bear River Live.